Hey guys, in this video we'll be talking about seasonal books, the ups, the downs, and I'll also share with you a strategy of how you can implement seasonal books and seasonality in your overall self-publishing business. I'll also show you the results of one of our seasonal books that we recently did for Christmas. I'll share with you some insights, how it did, how much we spent on advertising, how much it earned, and so on. So stick around. So seasonal books. What is a seasonal book? Of course, as I hope most of you know, a seasonal book is a book that's based around a topic that is in demand for only a certain period out of the year. That can be, that at best it's maybe like 3 months, 2 months, but most of the time that's going to be like 3-4 weeks up to 6 weeks. I think that's how it's going to be, in most cases, how long the demand is going to last for. So just to mention some examples, Christmas is a great example. It's probably one of the biggest kind of seasonal niches or topics out there. Then you got, if we're going, chronologically, then after that you got Valentine's Day. We got Easter after that, 2 really big holidays. Then we got Mother's Day, Father's Day. We've got the whole of summer. Around summer you might have topics like camping and whatnot, RVing. You got 4th of July, which is really big in the States. And then after summer, you got Halloween. And after Halloween, you got again Christmas, Thanksgiving, and all of that so-called holiday time. So those are some of the biggest seasonal events around which people tend to buy a lot of gifts, including books. So the obvious downside about seasonal books is just their short lifespan every year. Those couple of weeks, or at best those couple of months, you have that demand, but then it's dead. There's nothing going on. It's just crickets. So that's why a lot of people stay away from seasonal books altogether, although you don't have to. I would definitely say generally aim for evergreen. Evergreen is the best. Evergreen means that something that sells all year round. But as I've recently rediscovered, seasonal books do have some really cool upsides that I'll share with you in just a minute. So recently, I've been really enjoying playing around with different things, experimenting a lot, maybe doing things that don't scale, that don't have a high likelihood of a good ROI. But when you do discover something new, that discovery can have a massive ROI for you. So regarding seasonal books, the big upside about it is that if you imagine this kind of graph of demand, so there's no demand for most of the year, but then all of a sudden, let's say Christmas as an example, all of a sudden the demand just opens up like a huge wave roughly around mid-December. A huge wave of demand just opens up basically out of nowhere. And if you are well positioned and kind of have been keeping a good eye on the market, and you're well positioned and you're early in and you've planned ahead, you can really benefit from this. You can really surf that wave of demand and be on top of that seasonal all of those seasonal keywords, and also that seasonal overall topic or category, if you will. So just because of that chaos that happens, that once this huge demand erupts out of nowhere, all of a sudden there's thousands and thousands and thousands of people wanting Christmas books, wanting Valentine's books, Easter books, and summer books. Because of that chaos, you can really milk it for all it's worth, for lack of a better word, really. So guys, let me share a good example of this with you. So what this book that you're just about to see on my dashboard, that is a hot keyword that I was noticing for a good while before Christmas. And I was noticing that it was really, really in demand. We're talking books that are around 1,000 in their ranking, 5,000 to 1,000. Some were even less than 1,000. And that means super high demand. And so I thought, hey, there's already quite a few books out there going after this certain keyword. And since it's so hot, I thought, hey, there's so many people wanting this product, wanting these books based around this keyword. I thought, why don't I go kind of make sort of a Christmas spin-off, make a Christmas version of this keyword. So it's basically that hot keyword. You can apply the same formula for anything. You have that hot keyword plus Christmas, hot keyword plus Easter, hot keyword plus Valentine's version of whatever that is. Now, of course, not all of these will apply. Not all will apply, not all will make sense, but a lot of them will. A lot of these combinations will make sense, and and that's a really awesome opportunity. Okay, off to the dashboard. So guys, here is my KDP dashboard. I've gone ahead and pulled up that specific book that I was referring to, the hot keyword plus Christmas version of that hot keyword for the period of October 31st. That's pretty much as far as Amazon will allow me to go. It only allows us to go like 90 days in history for this type of view day-by-day analysis. And I've set it to, the end of December. That's also just about when the sales period kind of, when the sales for any Christmas type of book are gonna die. So yeah, and that's what it looks like. So as you can see, the start is pretty slow. We launched it some point mid-October, if I'm not mistaken. So we timed it very, very well. So we were ahead of that, that crazy demand. It had like a great Christmas themed cover with those classic Christmas colors. So it was very well positioned. The keyword was super hot, as I mentioned, and we just launched it and waited to see what happens. We did also do Amazon ads, which I'll just show you in a bit, like how much we spent on Amazon ads versus how much this specific book made. But yeah, as you can see, it was slow, and it's when it's slow, it's not really clear necessarily how things are going to move, whether it will be successful or not. It also doesn't have much reviews at this point, but we're slowly kind of inching ahead, and we're ready to jump at it at that wave when it's going to hit. And yeah, you see, like slowly things really started to move around second week of November. That's when things really started to pick up for this Christmas kind of season. You see it picking up. It goes to 40, 20, 30, so it's averaging something like 30, and it's slowly picking up through the whole of November. And then you see December, it just becomes, even more, even higher. The highest is just, one of the weekends prior to, or the week prior to Christmas. That's when things are the most crazy. Everybody's scrambling to buy gifts and whatnot. And after that, like December 20, 21, things start to kind of taper off and slowly die out. And as you can see, then on, it's crickets, it's dead and gone, and it's finished. How much we made from this book? We made $3K in the US store and around £1K in the co.uk store. It was also a hot topic in the UK. By far, this is not our best performing product, not our best performing book. So I'm just telling you that so you know that this is not the limit. This is good results for sure, like great ROI, but that's not the limit with what you can do with this. So now I've pulled up the Amazon dashboard for this specific book. Again, the exact same book for almost the same period. So it's actually 1 day less. So as you can see, we spent an overall $850 on it, which is, it's pretty good. So that's like, it's a little bit less than, well, quite a bit less than, 1/4, which is very good. But we did use advertising to kind of get it, to push it out. And as you can see, like not much happening here. There's not much demand. That's the thing. So this graph is like a great kind of visualization for demand. Like we're trying all the keywords that are out there, but the keywords are very dry. There's no people searching them. And then, come around November, like things become pretty nuts. Things start moving really quickly. And as you can see, I'm not sure why this is a 0. Perhaps it was turned off, but I'm not sure. It might be a reporting error. So yeah, that's how the ad dashboard looks like. Actually, here are the 3 specific campaigns, as I usually recommend to test out all of them. We did the keyword one. We did the automatic one, so that Amazon just kind of tries to guess which customers and which products, which keywords to place this book for. And we also did product. And not surprisingly, the ad type that performed the best were the keyword ads, because people are searching for all those Christmas-related keywords, Christmas-related products. Hence, that was what performed the best. And we also, that's where vast majority of the money went as well. Another interesting thing about this is that the cost per click is high, relatively high. So it's 30 cents, 40 cents, 50 cents a click. And we were willing to pay that gladly because the reason is that the conversion rate is very high on Christmas time in general, and also on Christmas products, therefore, And so we were glad to pay that because the conversion rates are high. People buy a lot of gifts, and books are super giftable items. Okay, you see the results here. You have the best performing ad has 20-something ACOS. That's good. That's pretty good. And all of these ads will also help us to get organic rankings within Amazon. So it will help this book to be shown organically for these exact keywords, pretty much. And so beyond that, beyond the ads and beyond the organic rankings, we were also able to benefit with other products. So that's the strategy that I'm just about to get into for you guys. Okay, back to the couch. So guys, you saw what a seasonal book can do as a standalone product, as a standalone book. But let's take it a step further, and that's where the strategy comes in. So how it looks like is, first you find a niche. It can be either a niche or, as I did in my case, I found just a really, really hot keyword. So either of those will work. And by the way, those are two different things, but I'll leave that for another time. So you find a really hot niche or really hot keyword to go after. That's kind of the general idea of how this works. Sure you've heard it before. So you start with a hot niche or a hot keyword to go after. Then you will publish 1 to 3 or more evergreen books. So books that are going to sell for you all year round. You know, they're going to be in demand no matter what season it is, no matter what month it is. They're going to be selling well. So let's visualize these 3 books, these 3 products as being in the center. And on the outer edges, you're going to have the seasonal books. You might have a Christmas version of whatever that keyword is, or a Christmas version book in your niche. So you have a Christmas version. You might have a Valentine's Day version if it's relevant. You might have an Easter version. Again, if it's relevant, you might have summer, camping or whatnot, or 4th of July. You might have Mother's Day, Father's Day. You might have Halloween. And then, you know, we're coming back around to Christmas again. So how this can work for you guys in a really cool way is that you'll have your evergreen books there in the center, and then you'll have strategically positioned your seasonal books, and they'll be in demand. They'll be seeing surges of purchases throughout the year. So your Christmas book will be, you know, like seeing good purchase rate on Christmas. And during Christmas, what will happen, and what happened for us, what we did and how we used it, is one, Amazon will first of all like that you have, you know, multiple books under your author name, your pen name, or whatever, your publisher name. Amazon will like that, and it's highly likely you will score ranking points just for that, just for the fact that you have more books than just one. So people like buying from the same author or the same publisher books that they have liked in the past. So scoring algorithm points, that's one awesome thing. After that, what you have, so let's say a lot of people end up buying the Christmas version of your book, you positioned it well, you were successful, and blah, blah, blah. So what Amazon will do, Amazon will recommend other books, your evergreen books perhaps, later on after Christmas or whatever, during Christmas. They will recommend other books to these people who already bought from you. They might recommend it, you know, on the website, they might email them. There's different ways they do it. And beyond what Amazon does for you, just for having multiple books out there and just for using this strategy in a pretty cool way, I think you should actually advertise your own books inside of your book. So how that will look like is, hey, check out other books from author XYZ, or check out other books from publisher, from us, or however you want to, you know, word it. It's basically like, hey, you purchased this book, thank you. Perhaps you would like to purchase some of our other products that we have available, some of our other books that we have available, and you'll put it in the front matter as well as the back matter. So just to make sure that it is in their awareness. And so that's how you can extend the impact of what that one seasonal book has on your business. So you're not just, you know, creating an income stream of that one asset, that one book, but you're actually helping your other assets, your other books, your evergreen books to move forward. Perhaps you're also building your email list. And so that's how you kind of make the most out of a seasonal book. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, as always, feel free to leave us a like and subscribe. That will help us out quite a bit. And yeah, I will see you in one of our upcoming videos. Bye-bye.